Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Shraddha's Physics. This video is specially for the aspirants who are preparing for OSSTT, KVS, NVS, regular teacher or any graduate level teacher exam.
Today our topic is friction. So we will see some basic concepts related to friction, and that after we will solve some questions related to friction. Okay. So what is friction? This is an opposing force or the retarding force. So it comes to play when one body actually moves, that is slides or rolls or tries to move over the other surface of another body. So it is basically independent of area of contact until some normal reaction remains constant. So when the surfaces in contact are extra smooth, the force of friction increases. As this is a contact force, so this is non-conservative force. So these are the points related to friction which are also asked in your exam. So basically the friction is of two types. One is external friction or contact friction. Another one is internal friction. So this external friction, when there is an actual relative motion between the two bodies, it means the two bodies are in motion. In that case, we call the external friction occurs. And in internal friction, there are three types of friction, that is static friction, limiting friction, kinetic friction. And again this kinetic friction is of two types. One is sliding friction and another is rolling friction. So let us consider a block of weight mg lying on a horizontal surface as shown in this figure. So when a body presses against a surface, the surface deforms even if it appears to be rigid. Okay, the deformed surface pushes on the body with a normal force, that is R, that is perpendicular to the surface. So this is called the normal reaction. So this R equal to mg. So this is the normal reaction. And F equal to F prime, that means this force of friction and the force when the block doesn't move. So in that case the horizontal force balances each other, and that is F equal to F prime. So then we will see one by one, that is what is static friction, what is limiting friction, kinetic friction. So the opposing force that comes into play when one body tends to move, okay, it tends to move, means not move, it tends to move over the surface of another, but the actual motion has yet not started, is called the static friction. So when the static friction occurs, when the body tends to move over the other surface. So the static friction counterbalances the applied force during the stationary state of the body. So this static friction doesn't exist by itself. It means when there will be no applied force, there will be no static friction. So it comes into play when there is an applied force. I think it is clear. So next comes the limiting friction. So it is the maximum opposing force that comes into play when one body is just at the verge of moving over the surface of other body. It means as we increase the applied force, a stage comes when the body is just at the verge of moving over the other. So it means the static friction at this stage is obviously maximum. So this maximum value of static friction is called the limiting friction. So here comes kinetic friction, or this is also known as the dynamic friction. It is the opposing force that comes into play when one body is actually moving over the surface of another body. So you can say that when we increase the applied force slightly beyond the limiting friction, the actual motion starts. So this doesn't mean that the friction is disappeared. So it only means that the applied force is now greater than the force of limiting friction. So the force of friction at this stage is called the kinetic friction. So this kinetic friction is always slightly less than the limiting friction. So if we will plot the applied forces versus the force of friction, so you can see that this is the static friction when it is at this point or the verge of motion. So that means in this case it just try to move. So and again this kinetic friction which is constant, that means the force is constant, and this is the curve between the force of friction and the applied force. Again the opposing force that comes into play when one body is actually sliding over the surface of the other body is called the sliding friction. It means the sliding friction and the rolling friction are under the kinetic friction. So this is the sliding friction, when the opposing force that comes into play, one body is actually sliding over the surface of the other body. And what is rolling friction? The opposing force that comes into play when one body is actually rolling over the surface of the other body. This is called rolling friction. So in case of, if I want to give the example of sliding friction, then when a flat block is moved over the flat surface of a table, so the opposing force is a sliding friction. So the example of rolling friction is when a wheel or a circular disc or a ring or a sphere, whatever, or a cylinder, it rolls over the surface, the force that opposes it is the rolling friction. Means basically the curved surface. Okay. So the static friction is a self-adjusting force, but the limiting friction and the dynamic friction, they are not self-adjusting. Their values are fixed. So now F is directly proportional to the R. This limiting friction is directly proportional to the normal reaction. So this is a proportionality constant mu R, F equal to mu R, or we can say that mu equal to F by R. So this mu is known as the coefficient of limiting friction between the surfaces in contact. So it depends on, this mu depends on the nature of surfaces in contact, that is, it may be dry or wet, rough or smooth, polished or non-polished. So it also depends on the materials of the surfaces in contact and the temperature of the surfaces in contact. Similarly, this for your kinetic friction, so you can say that the coefficient of kinetic friction mu k will be simply Fk by R. This is the kinetic friction. And for the coefficient of static friction, we can write that mu s is equal to Fs by R, where Fs is the static friction. So always you remember that the kinetic friction is less than the limiting friction, or simply from this relation you can see that mu k is less than mu. This is the coefficient of kinetic friction, and this mu stands for the coefficient of limiting friction.